So yeah, the weather outside is oh, look at it. Look how pretty that is. The colors. Can I zoom in? Look how pretty that is. That is so dramatic and kind of fitting. Kind of fitting, honestly, since today we are we're getting back to NaNoWriMo. So yes, we are going to start reading this zero draft and see how much we can use from that. You know, I am 100% prepared to throw everything out. I've been really good and I have not read a single letter in my zero draft, but it's been a little difficult not to open the file up, but obviously I've also been thinking about the project and what I might change, what I might add, what I need to do with it, because there's a lot that needs to be done. Yeah, like I said, I probably need to throw everything out, but I'm still happy about it because the fact that I still sat down and wrote that many words and I had the idea out, like I have a story. It's fragmented, it's broken, and it's all over the place, and there is, there's line here, line there, and threads all over the place, but still I have something to work with, and that makes me so happy. But today, when we are preparing for a storm to start, I'm gonna settle down and read my zero draft and figure out what I'm gonna do from there. It just went dark. I just barely caught the pretty before it left. Hello again. So it's been honestly quite a few days since I started this video. I finally had time to read over my zero draft. It is such a zero draft, like, listen. So obviously, this being my very first time writing a novel manuscript, it's not perfect. It's so not perfect, but I'm still so proud of it. Like, I did write it. It is completely incoherent. It hasn't got a straight line through it. It has good points. It has horrendous points. Some of the misspellings, I'm like, how in the world did I manage that? But it doesn't have any incorrect, it has incorrect words. But listen, I cannot abide with having misspellings that aren't supposed to be there, and so I did the thing that everyone tells us not to do when we're doing the zero draft, or doing nano. I corrected the spelling because I cannot abide having that, because doesn't help me. Because I know how my brain works, and I knew at the time that if I didn't do that straight away, correcting the spelling so that at least was acceptable, at least not full of red lines everywhere, I knew that if I didn't do that, I would be so distracted by it when I was reading, when I would reach this point of reading it over. I know how my brain works. I knew that if I didn't do that, I would be so distracted by the misspelling that I wouldn't notice the story itself. I wouldn't notice plot holes, inconsistency, and the fact that I kept, at the end of November, I took every single scene and just rearranged them because I didn't feel like the story was flowing enough, and I couldn't work on it at the time without rearranging everything. So I needed to do that in order to just be able to continue writing, because it was annoying me, and when things annoy me, I can't focus on doing the things I want to do. So, that being said, I am still really impressed with myself that I did manage to write a manuscript, and I did finish. Completely incoherent, and needs a lot of work, needs so much work. But I'm really proud of myself. So what I need to do now is obviously go over everything again and make a new outline and basically plot the story out anew, and hopefully figure out what the story actually is, because there's a lot happening. So yeah, like, there are instances where there are just complete scenes missing because I was aiming to write 50,000 words, so I needed to skip scenes that just weren't there, and they just weren't ready to be written. A lot of fight scenes missing because they just weren't. Like, I know that there are parts that were. I mean, I'm writing about pirates in a fantasy setting, and they are at war. There's going to be fighting, but the fighting scenes just weren't there. So that's something I need to work on. I need to work on the plot. Descriptions surprised me quite a bit, actually. There are a few that are actually good. Characters obviously need their voices, they need more work. I need to get to know them a little bit better so that they are actually something interesting to read about. Yes, a whole lot of work. It is so exciting. I am so excited about this. So, yay! I did it! Obviously that means that the next video in this little weird pseudo series, my adventures of writing a fantasy story, that will be probably about the outline itself. I'm gonna call it enough here, so see you then. Bless bless.